And we are live here in the Jimnasium for all you fuckers out there. I am your host, the illustrious XFL Jim, joined by none other than my beautiful co-host, the man who knows horses better than he knows himself. It's Chase Lupine Fiasco Sessoms. How the fuck you doing, buddy?
I am doing fucking great. I had a killer week at Toga, playing Saratoga this week, and I feel like the game is hard, and you should celebrate your victories, and you should learn from your losses. So I'm celebrating my victories until like tonight, and then it's back to the grind.
That's what it's all about. Like when the Bucks won, I celebrated a shitload that night, and then I immediately was like, okay, back to work, back to the dungeon, back to the garage.
Yeah, man.
It's never ending. And you know what else is never ending unless you decide to take action? Pubic hair. That's right, folks. I've had problems with it my whole life, and all of a sudden, I don't have issues with it anymore. You know why that is? It's because I use Manscaped. Specifically, I use the Lawnmower 4.0. And even more specifically, I used promo code XFL when I checked out at Manscaped to get the Lawnmower 4.0 for 20% off and free shipping. How the fuck? Like, that's such a good deal. You just, I had a forest down there, and now it's cleared land.
Yeah, it looks like the cautionary tale of the Amazon rainforest that they tell you about, how it's all just been cleared out. Like, it's like a whole herd of cattle just grazed through there and just but they didn't. It was a Lawnmower 4.0.
It's like a landing strip in the Vietnam jungle. It's amazing. Right. It's perfect. It's the Lawnmower 4.0 for Manscaped, and it's even more perfect when you use promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping.
Yeah, man. Like, why are you going to leave DNA evidence around places? That's how people get framed for murder, dropping pubes places.
Exactly. So you do that. You listen to this podcast. You go to manscaped.com. You get the Lawnmower 4.0, and you use promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping. Go do it now, folks.
Do you know why, Jim?
Why on earth would they do that?
Because X gon' give it to you.
You're goddamn right we are. Holy shit, is there a lot of news going on this week?
Man, like we were talking offline earlier this week, and we're like, holy God, this is going to be a banger of a podcast because there is so much just like earth-rattling shit going on right now.
I mean, so like last time we were together. We were in the hot tub. That was awesome. I felt like that was what was keeping the world at peace. You leave, everything goes to shit. Let's just fucking start with it. OU and Texas are going to the SEC. What the fuck is going on here? I'm freaking out.
So I don't want, for one, I'm just gonna say I don't like it, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Man, okay. So someone was saying the other day, like they heard this news and they're like, college football as we know it isn't going to exist anymore. And I had to remind them, like, as of like 2 weeks ago, college football as we knew it doesn't exist anymore. As soon as NIL came through, because now you've got like what's his name, Bryce Young in Alabama pulling down $1 million. Yeah, I mean, whatever those girls who play basketball for Fresno State, I can only imagine the amount of money that they're pulling in.
So much money.
So we're already in a drastically different landscape, and now we're just decided to just go through a portal into another fucked up dimension with this move.
3 giant changes this college football offseason. And I felt like the other two, it was kind of like a huge roller coaster, and then you kind of forgot about it. Like it was the playoff announcement, 12-team playoffs. It's just like, okay, that's super awesome. We're celebrating that. Yeah. That was a great news and everything. And then it's just like, okay, well, that's not for maybe 2025, maybe not even till 2028. Then you're just like, NIL. You're just like, oh, awesome. The players getting paid. They deserve it. Awesome. Love to hear it. It's the Wild West. We don't know what's going to happen. We're still waiting on like 2 years from now if there's going to be like a federal mandate on what's going to happen there. So we don't know how that's going to shape out. It's fun and chaotic right now. And then fucking OU and Texas just decide, oh yeah, actually, we've been talking to the SEC for like a year and a half, and we're going to join. Fuck you, Big 12. Fuck you, Kansas State, Kansas, dude. Iowa State. Fuck you. Just go die or something.
Right. Like at this point, I mean, you see what the Big 12 had to do to scramble to, and I'm an SEC fan, and I'm like one of those unabashed like SEC assholes who loves being, a fan of a SEC team and us kicking the ever loving shit out of people all the time. Love it. But you see what happened to the Big 12 whenever Missouri and Texas A&M jumped ship. They were put in a really, really bad place, in an extremely bad place. I don't know, for Texas and Oklahoma, the schools who, I mean, I can't say this officially, well, except for Texas's case, but I mean, they get whatever the fuck they want when it comes to how that conference is run. For the love of God, Texas had their own fucking television network.
Every conference has these teams to an extent. Like ACC has Clemson, and I would also argue like Duke and UNC for basketball.
Yeah.
The SEC has like Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Florida. Big Ten has like Ohio State. I would argue the SEC mainly has Alabama.
Right, but Alabama doesn't get its own.
But like it's all to a different extent. Like the Pac-12 has like USC, Oregon, but the Big 12, like Texas and Oklahoma, they're it. Yeah. Like the SEC, there's enough big sort of like TV draws that they can kind of bash each other and whatever. They're not gonna Alabama's king, but like the other ones for TV draw aren't that far behind. You go OU and Texas, and the next biggest is what? Like fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, past that, it's got to be Oklahoma State.
You would think, but like
Iowa State,
it just sucks because TV is king, and it's like the Big 12 is one of the funnest conferences to watch.
That's the deal. And so this is the thing about it is, I'm not sure how this happens without the Big 12 imploding, because who wants that television product without Texas and OU? Like, I understand there's a region, and you have TVs in a region, but still, like, if I'm Fox, I don't want that fucking deal.
Yeah, if you're Fox, and even if they go and grab, like, I saw some theories that they would try and grab like Cincinnati, UCF, Houston, SMU, or something like that. Even if they were to grab those schools, I'm just like, that's
you're not
enough. You're not getting that much better of a deal than like the AAC already gets.
And you're still, when it comes to like television ratings, you're still at a net loss because you took the biggest program out of the state of Texas. Like, it doesn't matter how many city schools you lump together, you're never going to fill that void. It
sucks.
Yes.
It just sucks. It really sucks for like, because then you're going to have to see these athletic departments, if they don't join, like if like Iowa State can't join the Big Ten, or these other schools can't join the Big Ten, they're going to be operating with such a smaller budget than what they're used to with the Big 12.
Yep, because that's the big thing, is that's why schools exist in conferences, and it's because of revenue sharing. It's because they share the revenue from TV, they share the revenue from merchandise, they share the revenue from anything that athletics there's except for very specific things, like there is some sharing all around. It helps elevate everybody that you're playing against, so you don't have just one school that's just fucking Macaulay Culkin, Richie Richardson, and
exactly
running shit.
Like, you wouldn't have the Purdue survive without the Ohio States.
Right. You wouldn't have Rutgers making it. Yeah, man. The way that they were talking, like when I heard the news and the way that like Heather Dinich on ESPN was talking about it and everything, I was like, God damn, is this going to start this season? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they made it sound like they were coming like now.
I think that, so they've been talking for like a year and a half, and I think they're like going to declare it within the next couple of weeks that it's going to be official.
Right.
Like OU Texas to the SEC, but it won't actually happen like unless OU and Texas want to pay a shitload of money until like 2025. That's when the Big 12 grant of rights is up, is 2025.
So this is what I've heard in this like articles that I've read, and I would give the person credit if I could remember who wrote it. I'm sorry if I'm ripping off someone. I'm not trying to rip off someone's take. I'm just relaying what I've heard. And that is that the current SEC football deal is, I guess, with CBS, because you have like the CBS game of the week. That runs through 2023. In 2023, ESPN/ABC, Mickey Mouse, the mouse himself, is going to pick up SEC football. And they already have a television deal locked in, but I think that they want to have OU and Texas in for the new television deal, and then they renegotiate and they try to get a bigger pie instead of smaller slices for everybody on what that TV deal is going to be. And so basically it's going to be like, oh yeah, and we're going to need like 100 million more, which is a pretty like kingpin fucking boss move. Just like price of the brick has gone up. Boom.
I wonder how that works if like OU and Texas are confirmed to be in after the grant of rights for the Big 12, but they're not, like, they can't join until 2025. I wonder how negotiations work with that. Or if OU and Texas are just like, okay, 2023, peace to the Big 12. We'll pay our $70 million. I think that's how much it would cost for them to leave, is 70 mil.
So is Texas just going to get rid of the fucking Circle Jerk network?
I think so. I think that would, I would hope so.
Fucking good, because that was like the worst channel ever created.
Yeah.
Ever. Just, Texas is so great. I mean, I understand there's an SEC channel. It's kind of the same thing, but we spread it out.
That's a conference. Like there's the Big Ten network. Conferences, it's different. Like each conference has its own network. The Big 12 just had the Longhorn network. It's just Texas. It's stupid.
I think I said this to you, like, Texas thinks so fucking too highly of itself that I think Texas should just be fucking independent. Texas should be an independent.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, they're going to hem and haw about what they did in the 60s and act like they're actually still worth something. And so
go ahead, dude. They're insufferable. I feel like Texas, everywhere they go, they just like, they try and swing their big longhorn dick around and be like, hey, we're Texas. We have the largest student body. We have so much TV. We own this state, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. But the thing about it is OU is just like just the same thing, but just a smaller version. Like, because the state's not as big. They're better at football, but they're not. Football. Yeah, they're better at football. They still don't, win national championships because the Big 12, I mean, to be fair, the level of football in the Big 12 isn't quite as good, but like still, like, they're still cut from the same cloth. And like, I don't know, the two rivals like getting together and pulling this like fucking Milwaukee screw job on everyone is just insane, insufferable dickbags.
Yeah, fuck them both. And I've just had to like look at this comment here that Beho left. Mickey Mouse rules the world. He really does. Disney fucking owns everything. I have a friend who went to K-State and we were kind of like breaking down, like, because he's like, not only his opinion is not just fuck OU, fuck Texas. He's also like, fuck the SEC and fuck ESPN. He hates ESPN and like, fuck Disney. So he's like, okay, I will watch anything that's not Disney. Well, he's just like, maybe I'll watch Big Ten games. Well, that's Fox Sports. Fox Sports is now owned by Disney.
Right.
He's like, I'll watch. Basically, he's stuck watching Notre Dame because NBC is like the only thing not owned. Yeah. They're like the only thing not owned by Disney.
But hey, Drew Brees is going to do the color commentary now, so that's a step up from Doug Flutie.
Hey, there you go.
Doug Flutie just felt like he was like having like a small neurological event every time he was doing color commentary.
You could do color commentary for the CFL, which I think ESPN is also covering.
Jesus. Yeah. And so like for me as like an SEC fan, like Texas A&M and Missouri moving over already fucked up so much stuff. Like our permanent rival was South Carolina. Now they're like forcing a rivalry on us with Missouri. Like there's all sorts of these little things that have to happen that like we talk about how big we are in tradition, or you're about to
nobody gives a shit about tradition when it comes to money.
Yeah, dude. Like we're about to have to change up a whole bunch of traditions to make room for these two assholes. And like, I mean, for the love of God, like you are probably, I mean, if you're going to 16 teams, you're gonna have to realign. Especially because those teams are coming from the West, unless you're going to do a fucked up Missouri thing where you put them in the East, even though they're one of the furthest West teams. And you got to do pods. That's how it was 16 teams. You got to do pods. They talked about doing this, and I know they're going to do it this time. They're going to take Alabama and they're going to take Auburn and they're going to move them to the East. And that's going to turn the East into just an absolute fucking juggernaut because
Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida.
Yeah, and so it'll be like LSU, Oklahoma and Texas, and we've already seen that Texas sucks because it's nowhere near what used to be, and we've already seen that Oklahoma isn't the caliber of team that can beat those teams in a playoff, much less play 5 of them during a season. I'm angry, Jim.
Yeah,
I'm angry.
I am too. So taking off my angry glasses, if you're going to 16 teams, you have to go to pods. You can't just do an East-West conference. That's like having 2 separate conferences. Like, when the fuck, if Alabama is in the East, when are they ever going to play Oklahoma? Are you going to play them this? And then if they do that, when are they going to play like Arkansas? When is Alabama ever going to play like this other team? These teams aren't going to play except for like once every 7 years.
Just for the record, I would be cool with not playing.
Oh, that's fine.
Alabama every year.
But like, when do you play South Carolina right now?
It used to be every single year. Now it's probably
going to be like that with every team. Like, at that point, what's the point of a conference?
Right. So I
think pods. If you go in 16, you got to go pods. I saw one lined up where you had like the Western pod, the Northern pod, the Southern pod, the Eastern pod. I was like, okay, that I could. If this starts pods getting into it, it becomes a little bit more regional. You have your 3 other teams that you play every year, and then you just kind of like rotate between the other ones. You play more often that way. I can almost get behind that. I still hate that it's blowing up the Big 12.
Yeah, but you know, as pissed as I am, I mean, the people who have to be just the most pissed have to be fucking Texas A&M. Like, I cannot imagine how mad they are in College Station, and I fucking hate Texas A&M, so that makes me a little bit happy.
That's like a little cherry on a shit sundae.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for that cherry on this gigantic pile of shit. Jim, can I ask you a question?
Go.
Is this the end of college football as we know it? Let me rephrase. Is this the end of college football? Is this the first domino?
Possibly. I want to see how the other conferences react. I want to see how everything kind of shapes out. But it's a definite possibility that this is at the very least the end of college football as we know it.
Yeah, like, and I mean at the same time though, that's already happened once too.
It's happened basically like in 2010. It was the end of college football as we know it. Like when the BCS started, that was the end of college football as we know it. It can change, and college football can always be like weird and chaotic and fun. I think the one thing that this move seems to really hurt, and you saw it a little bit in 2010 with realignment back then, like a decade ago.
Yeah.
I feel like in some respects, they're getting rid of one of the fundamentals for college football to me, and that's regionality.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I think regionality is a super important thing that distinctly separates college football from other sports.
Yeah, you have all these states where that can't support a professional team, like the football team, the big university or two are the professional teams, and like you have neighbors who are from Louisiana, you have neighbors who are from close, border states that you can talk shit to because they grew up cheering for that team and you were always just like, fuck that team. And now you're like incorporating fucking West Virginia and you're incorporating for us, like Texas was like a traditional rival. Like we consider that a rivalry game technically, but we don't ever play against each other. I'm not really excited about playing. I'm still like, I used to get really excited to be like, fuck Texas. I don't even really care anymore because we never play against each other. They don't consider us a rival.
It's been so many years since the Southwest Conference at this point. Yeah.
Right. And that had like fucking Rice in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like I've been thinking about just like going back and thinking about like even like name, image, likeness. And there, even with that, like in my head, there are so many just like catch-22s of how like this like college football just can't exist anymore because of it. And it's like, okay, all of the schools that have the best boosters that will pay the best NIL deals are going to get all the best players. And it's always going to be these teams. And like everyone else is just going to suck forever. And so I then think to myself, oh, well, they should just cap everybody's earnings so everyone gets the same thing. And then I think to myself, no, I can't say that because I've had the same take previously of these kids should maximize their earning potential. So how can I say that they should cap themselves off so that everyone else can be equal when I feel like they should be able to, cash in on whatever they have going for themselves. I am just like, I've crawled into my own asshole into a complete fucking circle over this, Jim.
So my take on anytime someone will say like, oh, well, the best teams will just get the biggest boosters and they'll pay the players the most and those teams will win. Like the Alabamas, the Ohio State, the Clemsons, they will get the best players and they will just beat everybody all the time. My take is, well, that's kind of what already is happening right now. That's what's been happening for like the last 6 years, I feel like, is those like there's like 3 or 4 schools that just dominate everyone else when it comes to money. And they get the best. Like Alabama has been the number 1 or 2 recruiter for like a decade plus.
Yeah. I mean, I heard someone make the argument of like, okay, so the schools that have the most money are going to get the best players. What exactly is going to change? I mean, even if you're suggesting that there's some shady like under the table sort of payments, which we fucking know there are.
There 100% are.
We're not dumb. Of course there are. Yeah, I feel what's going to happen is that this is my like fucking dystopian future that I see is that eventually it's going to end up into just like a gigantic 32 team conference that consists of like the Power Fives or whatever. And all the other schools are going to get left out in the cold. And then eventually like somebody is going to say, hey, we really don't need the framework of a school anymore. And it's just going to turn into like minor league football. That's how I see this all crumbling.
I could like as a worst case scenario, I could see it potentially being like, well, we don't really need the school aspect of it, but see, the whole school is what ties it together because everyone has like their school that they root for. Maybe if they can find a way to be like, oh, we're the school team, but these players don't have to go any classes; they're just here for the football program.
Right. I mean, or you can make it so the kids major in football. You teach them, you give them classes on coaching, you give them classes on how to manage their finances, you give them classes on kinesiology, on, I don't know, how to be a good high school gym coach if you're not that good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? I hear you on that, and I don't hate that, honestly. I feel like at this point you could just drop the pretenses. Like you go to school to learn a trade. For some of these people, the trade that they're learning is to be professional football players. Mm-hmm.
Let them just pursue that. And so that's why I think that there's the whole, like at some point it could just break free because like it's like the US dollar. Like it's not backed by gold anymore. It's just backed by the faith that people put in the currency. Like that's all I see people tied to the NCAA by.
Well, the question for that is, I mean, I guess if the schools are like still sponsoring it, then they're fine with it because the schools are the ones who hold most of the power. Like the NCAA is like the school's scapegoat. Anything bad that happens, the schools can be like, well, it was them. Or it's like, well, you guys made them. You guys own them.
Right.
So it's the schools, as I feel like as long as the schools are tied to it, they can kind of keep hold of what they want. They're going to get their due. And they'll be like, well, we're the college. We're going to, like, this is our college team. You're not going to be like the town team. You're going to be a college team. Because, like, they would lose their funding. Like, you're not going to play for a college team. Well, the college is going to be like, well, fuck off.
Dude, all right. So, like, when I think of the NCAA, I really think that it's going to be like the movie Blow, where it's like you give up your connection and now that dude gets an island and now you're just like cut out of the business and you've got like a really skinny, cracked out Penelope Cruz. Like, like it's only a matter of time before people are like, what are we paying you for? Like, why do you exist? Like, what is your point?
The NCAA exists so that the schools and the athletic directors and whatever have a scapegoat for their bad decisions.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is what I think the NCAA exists for. It's because they're the ones who, like, the schools are the ones making the decision. The NCAA gets to take the fall. I think at the very least, no matter what they do, they're going to be the fall guys.
Then do we have to have like a huge institution for that? Can we just have like a gimp dressed in leather that lives in a box under our bed?
I wish we would just had like a guy who was like I am NCAA, like it stands for like an acronym for a name.
Yeah,
and he's just a guy. And like every once in a while, when someone does something dumb in college
Nathan
sports,
Cornwallis, Attenborough, Adams.
Yeah, Nathan Cornwallis, Attenborough, Adams, and then anytime someone does something terrible or stupid in college football, he gets to go out into like the DC, like right, like the garden where the lakes are and everything, the water. Mm-hmm. He gets to go out there and get publicly whipped.
Yeah,
and
like we just hurl just like rotten fruits at him. Like everyone gets.
But the kick is he's into it, so it's all good. It's like he's like a huge sadomasochist. Basically,
I feel like we've just come full circle to the GIMP again. I think that the garage.
No, this is like it's a professional GIMP, and like they hire him when anytime college does something bad or anything like that. He gets to maybe anytime a college does something bad, he goes to that college and then is like whipped out front of like the student union.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, don't put the candle wax on my nipples."
No, not.
Oh, not that. Oh, let me lift it so it's easier.
Not WikiLeaks. No. Worst case scenario, and if this is the end of college football as we know it, that's a damn shame. I hate that. I hate the super conference idea. If this does end, man, I would love for the XFL. This is why you listen to the Jimnasium. This is why I have my takes. Love for the XFL to be like, hey, you know what? You don't need to go to college.
Yes.
Fucking yes. Play in the XFL, take players right out of high school, and be like, hey, guess what? When you're done playing for us, if you want to go, like you can go to the NFL from here, like after a year. You can go straight to the NFL. But if you want to stay and play with us, if you play with us for if you play with us for 3 years, we will fund your education. We will pay for you to go to college after.
Tell me this. Why do you need a 2.0 fucking GPA to have the path to play professional football? Why do you need that? You don't. No, I'm so glad you brought that up because like if you didn't, I was going to bring it up for you about how this could be good about the XFL, and you just said it way better. You took the words right out of my mouth.
If the USFL is smart, they're gonna fucking do this next year.
Yes, you should be able to offer kids right out of high school. I mean, I know it's a different sport. Kids right out of high school can make the jump into the NBA. Kids right out of high school can make the jump into Major League Baseball.
They could. They can't for the NBA anymore unless they go back to that.
One and done. But still, it's the same thing. You get what I'm saying. I mean, physically, you're not quite a man at 18, but if you have a sort of developmental thing that will, take you in and nurture you and just devote your full time instead of acting like you have to go to school to just getting bigger and better at playing football, the sport is just going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah. I fucking love. So like the USFL back in the 80s, they made grounds because they would let you like graduate early. Yeah, they took juniors out of college. The NFL was only taking seniors. Well, guess fucking what? XFL just come in and be like, hey, we'll take fucking high schoolers. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if this one kid who like is still in high school can sign an NIL deal for close to $1 million, whatever, with Excel Sports, which I thought was like a sports spreadsheet thing, which I thought was really cool. And then I looked into it and it was just marketing, and my spreadsheet boner went away. But yeah, like I feel like this is the up note, like the silver lining here is that like I see a path where your dream is just so viable now.
I do have to admit that the NIL does kind of scare me with that a little bit, because like if you're gonna play for the XFL, you can make this like guaranteed salary, but NIL for college, you can go to the college and you can get the name brand built that way. It's not gonna XFL nowadays. If they started up next year and did it, it wouldn't eat into college football because college football is established. It has like established coaches. Mm-hmm. Like if you go to the XFL, you might make the pros, but if you go to like Alabama, you have a much higher shot to make the pros. So
you could probably not play an actual live down and still go in the second to third round.
It's fucking insane. Yeah. But like say 2025, once the XFL has been operating for a few years, once it kind of establishes itself as like a brand.
Dude, I don't know. I always hear players say this, and I really believe it, which is if you can ball, they're going to find you. And it's like the reason why, so many kids are, saying, fuck the traditional big schools with the plantation mindset. I'm going to go play at a HBCU. Things like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like it just takes a couple bold people to say, I can ball, I'm going to go here, and they're going to find me because I'm the fucking shit.
Yeah, if you can play against like these athletes, you can play against fucking NFL athletes.
I do want to see outtakes though of like the couple like 17, 18-year-old kids who like are not near as good as they think they are, just getting fucking wrecked by grown men in training camp.
I would love to see that. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm fucking 17. I'm the hot shit. I could do it. And then he's like up against like a 27-year-old, like ex-NFL player. Shout out to Leo calling out you and your lovely beard. We were talking about that before the show started.
Yeah, man.
It's looking nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trimming it, but I also use this to give myself the illusion of a chin and jawline. So
I know that very well.
If I'm clean shaven, I literally look like Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
Yep, same here. I don't have too many more takes unless we're just gonna like talk about potential realignment ideas. Like I've seen some people be like ISU and KU to the Big Ten because they're both AAU schools.
Oh no, let's all right.
We're not gonna fucking start on that. We got that all day.
Yeah, and for folks who don't know, following us, we got our boys Blackjack Fletcher and Kyle Purvance, DFS Bachelor on Twitter. Going to be up behind us with the backdoor cover.
Backdoor cover, dude. It's good shit.
Yeah, if you think that we are irreverent, like you'll hear some shit that'll shake you to the core in the backdoor cover.
It's must listen in the garage. So I'm gonna leave off with fuck OU, fuck Texas, and this is coming from someone I used to respect Oklahoma. I used to like the Sooners. Fuck them. I hope they lose every game this year. I have a ticket for them to win the national championship this year. I hope they fucking lose every game.
Okay. I want you to burn that ticket next week.
It's a digital ticket. I don't have a physical ticket for it.
I want you to set your phone on fire next week.
You know what though? I do have a real ticket here for fucking Iowa State to win the Big 12 and the Natty. And what better year for Iowa State to win the Big 12 and be like, hey, dude, OU Texas, suck our dicks on the way out.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to dangle my fucking dice on your forehead. Just boom.
Suck
Cyclones.
This corn cob, bitch.
Take it. Yeah, dude. All right. We got to move on.
Other big news going on. You may realize that when we're doing like these NFL college football like breakdowns every week or like picking games every week, we have like a few teams in the NFL where like, who's going to be the quarterback? The Packers. What the fuck is going on?
All right. So first of all, big shout out to Degenerate Gamblers for outing this story because they sniffed it out whenever the Packers came off of the big board. Yeah. The win totals came down.
And you're just like, hey, what's up with this here? What the fuck's a little fishy with that?
Yeah, and apparently what's fishy is that Aaron Rodgers is expected to retire like this week.
That's so fucking crazy. I've been banking. I've been banking on the opposite. So dude, hard.
As the longer it got, like the more he doubled down. Like even if he wants to come back, I think it's like there's so much pride involved that there's no way that he could.
I could see it, man. I guess I hope for my ticket's sake that Jordan Love's a fucking baller,
dude. Yeah, you better.
Well, it looks like Adams might be out too.
They had that weird like Instagram exchange where they had a picture of Jordan and Pippen. Yeah, just bumping nuts. Scottie Pippen from Hamburg, Arkansas. Just go throw that out there.
There you go. There's always a thread. It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
All right, so I want to hear your answer on this because I know how I feel. Are we ever going to see Aaron Rodgers in the NFL again?
I think you gotta. He's not that old, is he?
He's not. I don't think he's that old. No.
I mean, he does seem like the kind of guy that might retire, but
in comparison to Brady, like that's the only thing is he's a weird kind of. I'm not weird. I'm not going to say weird. He's 37. I mean, he could still play. I mean, especially with the rule changes to the league. My thing is that he is enough of a. I feel like a douchebag saying nonconformist, but like he's just kind of he likes to read. Yeah, he likes to read about like physics. Guy. Yeah, dude, he's just kind of like a not your typical NFL quarterback. So I could see him actually like walking away and being okay. I think this is more of like a Carson Palmer move, where it's like, all right, you guys want to fucking trade me? Well, I'll retire, and then in a year I'll just come back and smoke your ass with whoever just signed me as a free agent.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see him doing that. He's a weird. I could also just see him retiring though, because he's just a weird dude.
Dude, he could host Jeopardy. He could just surf. He could do State Farm commercials and for the rest of his life. I mean, Peyton Manning, that was his retirement plan, was all state. I always thought it was really funny. I'm gonna get all of the Aaron Rodgers off of my chest because who knows if we're gonna be relevant talking about him in football anymore. What I love about Aaron Rodgers is you can so tell he's got a type. Like all of the girls he's dated, it's like, oh yeah, you're exactly what Aaron likes. Danica Patrick looks just kind of like Olivia Munn. Like if you look lightly Asian, have black hair, probably some big old boobies, like
he's good. He's a fan. He has a type.
Yeah. It's like it's on a national scale, like it's like him looking in his parents' eyes and being like, yeah, that's what I'm into. Which is kind of gross, but also kind of awesome.
If he doesn't play, how far do the Packers go?
Not far at all. Did Jordan Love even dress for a game last year?
I
don't think he did.
Don't think so.
All right, so
and
it's gonna
especially if the rumors about Devontae Adams are true.
Oh yeah, they're fucked. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be the Blake Bortles to Tanyan show, is what that's gonna be. It's gonna be Bortles airing it out to the Laser Lizard.
Do you know who that opens the division up for?
The Minnesota Vikings.
The Minnesota fucking Vikings, baby.
You clever son of a bitch. You knew this all. The long con. I should have known every time you picked the Vikings and you went like you're in the fucking score what you were doing.
I hedged my bet. I have a ticket for the Packers to win the Super Bowl, but I'm super high on the Vikings winning the division.
I fucking hate you. Oh my God. I take that back. I love you, buddy.
Fuck, man. Dude.
That's good shit right there. That is good shit. I feel used, but like in a good way. I'm proud of you for
my main takeaway from this whole thing is fucking Aaron Rodgers is a very weird guy who I could definitely see. Like, I'm still banking on him playing, but fuck, it's seeming less and less likely. I was super confident like a month and a half ago.
Like, I don't know, man. He is a super weird guy. Like 6 months from now, there's going to be video of him just like stuffing like buttermilk pancakes into his pants and like rubbing them on his balls, and people are like,
I bet he's into some weird shit in the bedroom.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, Aaron Rodgers, what are you doing? He's gonna be like, yeah, that's what I'm into.
He's into breakfast play,
and it will be a completely acceptable answer.
Yeah, it's what a man's into. I don't have too much more on this. I'm just like, what the fuck are the Packers doing? That's my main takeaway.
Yeah, they're fucked. Like if they would have, God, there's so many little things they could have just done. We could go hours on that.
Yep, it's just one of those like coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
Yep.
Fucking Packers. Have you watched very much Olympics so far? That's the next thing we got going on. We have the Patriotic Olympics going.
I've always had it on in the background while I'm doing stuff. The fact that 3-on-3 basketball with one hoop is an Olympic sport blew my mind out of my fucking ass.
Yeah, I was like,
morning.
Why did nobody tell me this?
Yeah, dude. And why is it not played on a driveway?
Exactly. So this is a sport. Skateboarding is a sport. I'm pretty sure bowling is not an Olympic sport.
Yeah, and so they got rid of softball because all we did was kick everybody's ass at softball, and now they're like, it's been 12 years. They probably won't be as good at softball. No, we're better at softball.
Fucking better.
We're better. That's what do thick girls from the Midwest/South do when they, want to
softball or rugby?
Yes, and rugby's is a very specific type. Softball's a different type. Yeah, man. Like that's what the mid and southern United States, that's what their thick girls do. They play softball and they fucking hit dingers.
And we talked about it like this year during the College World Series, getting into softball. This is the year of fucking people getting into softball here in America. I'm fucking all on board. I was like tearing up watching our girls play.
Dude, yeah. So I get super patriotic. I also I love people watching, so I really just enjoy just like goofy people from other countries. Like I was watching badminton the other day, and they had this dude from Denmark where I was just watching. I was like, you don't look like an elite athlete. Like you just look like my friend Jimmy who drove an old Dodge van that had the windows that leaked that was called the fuck wagon. Like you just look like Jimmy playing badminton out there.
Yeah.
It was
also shout out to South Korea for like continuing to dominate women's archery. I'm pretty sure they haven't lost since like the 90s.
Not since Gina Davis from A League of Their Own was on the Olympic archery team. Did you know that?
I did not. What the fuck?
She was in Atlanta. She was in the Atlanta Olympics. She was on the archery team. Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she could sling an arrow. Yeah, I really like watching the archery. Like I used to bow hunt. I like shooting a bow. Like that shit's fun to watch. Like that's high stakes right there.
It's pretty fun too. It's like intense darts.
Yeah, I used to play in a dart league. In fact,
I can see it. I can believe it.
Yeah, I'm like your obscure sport all around champion. If they had just the obscure sport pentathlon, send me to fucking Japan, baby.
They had like beer pong for the Olympics.
Oh yeah, for sure. As long as it doesn't involve hopping fences, wading through hot tubs, and jumping into the back of Ford Rangers, I think I can do it.
I think so. I think as long as you're like stationary and you can just use your upper body, you're good.
Yeah, man. It's all about the flick. It's all about the.
Do you have like a top three? What are your top three like Olympic sports to watch?
Okay, I'm going to disqualify anything from the winter because the Winter Olympics is just strange to me.
This is the regular Olympics. We're not
the real Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay. Top three would have to be. I do love watching the track and field. Just watching people reshape what the human is physically capable of every year, setting these world records. I really enjoy watching table tennis.
Yep.
There's a lot of guttural noises and stomping in table tennis. I don't think like the crew, like the rowing sports, like that's kind of fun to watch because like just the way that they go, where like as they're stroke, like someone doesn't just pull ahead and just go, like they're always going like back and forth. It's like head bobs and horse racing, and I have a fucking gambling problem.
So, like, I really like track and field just based on the fact that it makes me feel like we're back at that's how the Olympics started. It's like, This is the Olympics, track and field. And I fucking love, I love all the swimming events. I like splashing around in the water. It's kind of fun. And my little brother was a swimmer, so I'm kind of knowledgeable, at least a little bit, on what they're doing.
Okay.
And then I love gymnastics because I'm just like, how do you do that?
I was gonna say I low key like gymnastics. I don't watch the men's gymnastics, and it's not like
I do because they're like fucking Spider-Man out there. How the fuck are they doing that?
I don't know. I'm so like I'm so just impressed by the amount of power that like these like tiny little women generate to be able to throw themselves like so many. I don't know they've got the aid of like simple machines and shit, but like still like like Simone Biles, she might be one of the best athletes on the in the discussion for best athlete on the planet. Gotta be.
100%. She's fucking insane. And it's awesome.
I would think she could like dunk from the free throw line.
I believe it.
Yeah. Simone, if you're listening, baby, and I know you are, we want to see you dunk from the free throw line.
I would bet she could dunk with her feet from the free throw line.
I bet you're fucking right. And did you see that creepy video of the fucking robot playing basketball?
The half court shot?
Oh God. That I did not like that. Like, get them off the court and let Simone fucking dunk with her feet.
So he's a robot basketball player, but is he a robot hooper?
No.
He can't hoop.
No.
Robots can't hoop yet. When they can, man. The end is near.
No, man, he can't break ankles.
Once a robot can break someone's ankles on a basketball court, then the end is near.
Once you have the hot sauce version 1.0 out there just carving people up and one mixtape style, that's when I'll say robots can hoop.
That's going to be a scary fucking day, man.
That's right.
I'm like you. I only kind of have the Olympics on in the background, so I don't have too much left on it. I watched a little bit of skateboarding today. That was pretty cool. I like that they're getting like the X Games sort of sports going. My one take is bring back bowling. You cut bowling in like 2010, bring it back. Fuckers.
I agree. I mean, I like it because that's an Olympic sport that you can 100% drink and smoke while you do.
It's like curling.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm with you on bring back bowling. I mean, everyone's got like, a chubby guy who drives an El Camino in their country who can roll a 300.
Mm-hmm.
Fact.
Fact. Like, not everyone has like the greatest. Like, I would say bowling is one of those sports where you can find people from every country. Weightlifting is another, and then track and field is another.
Right. Yeah. It's like swimming. Like you see certain countries like Australia, that makes sense because they probably have to like swim for their lives from fucking sharks and shit. And like, you know, all the gigantic like Eastern Europeans, they do well. And it seems like that, like in the Americans, and then that's like really it for swimming. Like everybody can run, everybody can do, you know, there's all sorts of stuff. I haven't watched the skateboarding, but I think my new favorite hobby might be watching the skateboarding and trying to guess who's going to fail a drug test.
I would say most of them.
It happened the very first year they had snowboarding in the Winter Olympics. Dude won like a silver and then immediately dropped a hot piss sample and lost a silver medal.
Those guys, I mean, maybe they could take a break off the weed, but Jesus. My favorite part was it's like, oh, they're from this, and this country. Like there was like 6 different countries, but they're all skating out of Huntington Beach.
Right.
They all just live in Huntington Beach, California.
Yeah, and they all share a bungalow together.
It's like, oh, they all just live together in Huntington Beach. I'm like, oh, yeah, that tracks.
You'll be surprised that the Lithuanian actually shares a pair of Dickies work pants with the gentleman from Belarus.
Yep. It's all a nice, good time. I don't have any more Olympic talk.
I don't either. It's awesome. There'll be so much more coming. There's gonna be so much.
Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of Olympic talk. Before we get into your shower thought cul-de-sac and my XFL news segments, we do have an ad for you guys. Check it out. Once again, promo code XFL at Manscaped for 20% off and free shipping. Rolling with it now. Breaking news, folks. This important PSA is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Manscaped.com has just come out with their new product, the Lawnmower 4.0. And let me tell you, our news organization, This Garage, has been one of the first recipients to have it, and we cannot rave enough about this product. For more on that, let's go to Pubic Jim. Give it to us, boy. Thank you, news anchor Jim. And I must say, after using the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping, this product is worth the fucking price. I tell you, especially when you get 20% off. It's amazing. It's durable. It's waterproof. It's fucking beautiful. Look at this thing. It got my pubic area trimmed like a fucking baseball park, and I'm feeling great, looking great. All thanks to Manscaped and the Lawnmower 4.0, promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping. Back to you, Anchor Jim. That's right, folks, and my sources have given me even more information on this beautiful product, Lawnmower 4.0, at Manscaped.com, promo code XFL Jim for 20% off and free shipping. It's got a 4000K LED spotlight on it. You can basically light up your fucking garage at night when the power goes out with this bad boy. It's that fucking bright. You're not missing any trims with this thing. It's varying sizes of blades, allows you to get in every nook and cranny down there, so it doesn't matter what you got going on. You're going to get it trimmed no matter what. This bad boy, it's waterproof. Let me fucking tell you that. It's waterproof. That means if you're in the shower, the bathtub, you got your scented candles all going on, you got some Barry Manilow on, you're just gently shaving your gooch. It's perfect for that. You're not going to get the hair anywhere on the floor. It just goes right down the drain. Lickety fucking split. And the wireless battery charger allows you to charge it so fast and for so long. This thing lasts forever. Take it with me everywhere I go. Its battery lasts longer than almost anything I've ever used in my life. So go over to manscaped.com. Do it right now. Go get yourself a Lawnmower 4.0. It's so good. And make sure you use promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping. That is 20% off and free shipping with promo code XFL. Do it now. Go get the Lawnmower 4.0. Manscaped, breaking news. And back to you, Pubic Jim. Yes, this thing is fucking awesome. Promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping. Go get you one.
Deep Patinkin of our generation, man. I love it. That is
right. That is what I'm about. We're all about the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, promo code XFL for 20% off and free shipping. Do you have very much for us today on the cul-de-sac of thoughts?
No, man, I really don't. And I know we got some other stuff to get to, so I'm gonna be brief here. I'm gonna be very brief. First one is at this point, I guess, like triple or quadruple down on fuck Texas.
Fuck Texas. Fuck Texas.
Fuck you, OU. I do not want you in my conference. Because of you, my team is going to suck for probably the next 40 years. So eat a dick. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Go away.
Eat a bunch of dicks, OU, and fuck you, Texas. I will. That's my addition to that.
Yeah. And the next time, I'm just gonna go with a little self horn toot. Man, I'm fucking killed Saratoga this week. Just boop 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 boop. And so I'm celebrating the victories. I'm happy. I hope I have a good week next week. I know it's not a given. So I've had some people tail, like our boy JMP just made a shit ton of money this week. So yeah, man, just let's keep this gravy train rolling. And I guess my last cul-de-sac thought is if you're watching, throw some comments up. Let's get some crowd interaction here. Let's give the people what they want.
We got a little okay from Colby D. One of my favorite boys. Fuck yeah. I'm hoping he's giving us the okay as
not calling us an asshole.
No, I hope he's giving us the okay of being like, fuck OU, fuck Texas for this bullshit baby ass move.
They haven't made that yet.
Yeah, fuck this. The horns down all day, every day. I'm a horns down everybody. XFL news-wise, there's not really too much to talk about. Similar, I'm going to breeze through these. I kind of address it in my mid-season video, my mid-year update, which is coming out this week. Have a lot of announcements on that one. But the XFL did it, like when they announced they were going to 2023, they came out with another hype video for 2023. It's the exact same video for 2022. Like when The Rock and Danny Garcia bought the league, they had a video come out. They did the exact same video, but just added, we're going to start in 2023. It's fucking stupid. And shout out Colby D. Yeah, fuck Texas. Fuck
Cheers
Texas.
to you. Cheers to you, Colby.
Cheers to you, my man. Next time I'm in LA, I'll have to buy you a beer. But yeah, it's lazy, and this is the first like lazy thing I ever saw from the XFL was them just like rebranding this video.
It's like when you it's like when you're watching just really low quality pornography and they realize that they've just been looping footage. You're like, hey, like that's the same stroke I saw like no more than 5 minutes ago. Yeah, and you just really feel screwed.
I felt really let down. And I was like, this is the first time I've been disappointed, you guys. Not a great start. So I have officially put my name in the hat to run the social media for the XFL. Don't even pay me to do it. I'll just fucking do it. Just give me the account and I'll make it happen.
The XFL is fucking foolish if they don't take you up on that. And I'm actually being 100% genuine right now.
For fucking real. Would fucking love it. ELF news, don't have a lot for you guys right now. I'm going to try and rewatch a bunch of the games to take on my actual personal thoughts on the ELF and what I think of the teams. Sumo wise, the tournament is done just in time for the Olympics. I was disappointed they didn't have my boy Hakuo, the GOAT, do any opening ceremony stuff for the Olympics because he just won, like, I forget whichever tournament this was, and it was a fucking epic win. Him and this other sumo. So the storyline for this tournament, the big overarching story, was Hakuo is returning. Can his leg hold up? Because he's been every tournament he's been in, I think for the last 3 or 4, he's bowed out because of injury. He's done like 1 or 2 matches. He's fucked up his knees.
It's because people that big are not supposed to have knees. Like there's a reason whales don't have knees.
So he's coming back. Can he win this tournament? And then there's this other sumo fighter, Terano Fuji, who's trying to fight his way up to Yokozuna, the top of the top. Yeah, Hakuo's already this Yokozuna. He's the only one performing right now. They all go throughout the tournament. They're both undefeated, 13-0. I think it's 13 or 14-0, facing off against each other. And it's just like, oh, this is everything I wanted. It's so beautiful. And they fucking go to town on each other. They're slapping the shit out of each other's faces. And they're going super hard. And Hakuo just kind of like matrices him, picks him up, throws him down. And you see like this epic Sports Center sort of fucking like picture moment when he wins. And it's like, that's the GOAT. It was so good.
Him in the opening ceremonies, like wearing just a very high thigh length kimono, just like standing there, maybe eating some Pringles, I think would have just made a bold statement.
It would have been awesome. I hope they do something for the closing ceremony because this guy, I know he's not Japanese. He's Mongolian. But like he is the best in your sport maybe ever.
So, I don't ask much from you, Jim. Mm-hmm. I got to ask, what's up with my boy Toby Zaro?
Yeah, let me check the standings. I think he did all right. He didn't do that great against Hawkwell.
Mom said I'm in trouble if I get C's.
Right? Our boy Wakataka Kage had a really rough tournament.
Wakataka! Well, I mean, at the end of the day, his name is still Wakataka, so...
It's still pretty dang cool.
Yeah. Oh, Colby D says, can't wait for them to get swept by South Carolina. That's a fucking hot take, and I love it. Way to go, Colby D.
They got swept. Did you fucking see... Okay, back to college football real quick. Did you see Maryland's tweet, the University of Maryland's tweet?
No, was it savage?
It was like, it's that car meme. Sorry for people that have to listen, but this is a visual medium. It's that car meme where it's going down the freeway and like skidding onto the off ramp. It has the sign right there. It's like this sign. It's like play in the SEC. Join the SEC. It's like join the Big Ten and lose to Maryland every year.
Yeah, dude. I love it when just like far less superior schools just dunk on big schools via social media, like the University of Maryland Baltimore County Retrievers, whenever they just dunked on everybody.
Mm-hmm. So our boy Toby Zaru finishes the tournament with 4 wins, 11 losses. Kind of rough.
It's a good rate. I mean,
it's rough. That's kind of rough.
He's gonna be grounded for sure.
Oh, he'll for sure be grounded.
Mom's gonna take my Nintendo Switch away.
That's all I have for like.
They're gonna make me play soccer this year.
Oh, they're gonna make him run around the house. They're gonna make him run laps. And that's
Mom says I need more interaction.
Mom says I need to go meet a lady.
So she entered me in ballroom dancing.
Hopefully in a couple weeks when we're done like breaking down these games, we could start breaking down these college football teams for like which one, like we could start doing some previews for like certain players we like or something like that. That could be fucking fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like we had we talked about, identifying position group U like that.
We talked about like doing futures. We talked about some other fun stuff.
Yeah, I think we should do some just like out of the woodwork like futures, like like what team is going to have the most like DWI arrests during the year.
We should do our own futures and set some lines on them.
Yeah, man. It's always fun setting lines. That's going to
be a fucking blast. But without further ado, it's time for what has become, what still is, what will always be my favorite segment, your favorite segment as a listener. We're breaking down week 11 of the NFL and college football.
Dude, so when I got back from Nebraska, I literally had 0% energy in my body, and I summoned the will just to do NFL picks last week.
He really did. He was a fucking trooper through that whole thing because he was dead. He did it from his bed. Just for the audio version. So go download last week's Jimnasium on Spotify, Overcast, wherever you get your fucking podcasts, because if you just watched the video, you didn't see our breakdown for week 10.
Oh yeah. It was I'm glad we got it done.
I'm pretty sure that was one that we disagreed on college like the most.
I don't think that I was in a mental state to be able to talk about anything logically at all, but it led to some fun conversation.
We never are. Up at game number 1, the New England Patriots travel to Atlanta to take on the Falcons.
Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Patriots. Game number 2, the Colts at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I'm going to say Buffalo as well, but hot take, hot. We're not going to get political or nothing. Will Cole Beasley be on the team at this point?
You saw what they did to the Vikings coach. Hell no. Like
right away. They were, don't fuck with.
The NFL cares about you and your personal stances until there's a threat of them losing a game and losing money, and then they will tell you to go the fuck away.
I will say, do whatever you want. The second the NFL fucking don't pretend like the NFL cares about you as a player. The second you start fucking around with their money, they're gonna be like, do this or you're fucking gone.
Yeah, if they lose revenue from a fucking football game being forfeited because you wouldn't get a needle in your arm, not to get political.
That's the NFL. You're done.
Yeah, those are the rules. Just fucking get the shot.
Okay, Washington football team at the Carolina Panthers.
This is going to be a good game. I'm high on Washington. I'm high on Carolina. I am going to go with the home team. I'm going to go Carolina here.
Oh, we're both on Carolina here. I'm a fan of the Panthers in this matchup. I'm on the same page as you. I think they're both good teams. I think Carolina just kind of gets this one done.
We are back in the groove, baby.
Baltimore at Chicago.
I think. They just traded off one of their wide receivers, so it's like, who's going to play quarterback and who are they going to fucking throw it to? I know who they're going to throw it to, but Baltimore for sure. Lions at the Browns. Dude, is this just like everybody get healthy week? Like the
Really?
Browns, for the love of God.
This is an easy one for us. This is dangerous. We're all on the same teams. 49ers at Jacksonville.
Jesus Christ. You know what? Jacksonville. No, fucking 49ers.
Yeah, same here. What the fuck? Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings.
The Vikings.
Yes, I am.
Fool me once. I'm on to you, fucker.
I can't fucking with this Rodgers news. I have to take the Vikings.
Hey man, Captain Kirk is going to take us all the way to the stratosphere of the championship.
I should have had a ticket on the Vikings. Fuck me. Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets.
I'm gonna go Dolphins.
I'm also rocking with the Dolphins there. Your New Orleans Saints at the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow, this is the worst week of the NFL schedule.
This is not good. New Orleans is gonna win by 74.
Yeah, they'll win by like a shitload.
And James Winston's gonna eat up a W.
Oh yeah. The Titans are hosting the Houston Texans.
It's going to be a short stay.
Yeah.
The Titans.
Yeah, give me Titans all day. Bengals at the Las Vegas Raiders.
This is a good game, and I'm going to take the Bengals.
I'm going to take the Raiders here. Arizona. Okay, now we're getting the late night games.
Here we go.
What was this next one? Dallas Cowboys. I skipped one. Dallas Cowboys at Kansas City. We got one more to go.
Okay. Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City all day there. Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks.
This is going to be a great game, and I kind of want to take the Cardinals here. I want to take the Cardinals. I'm doing it. I'm taking the Cardinals. This feels like a Kyler Murray just kind of like fucking runs crazy and just does insane shit, and he's so little.
That way.
He's so little. It's like watching a peewee player just fucking.
You're gonna be watching both the quarterbacks just do insane shit. I think.
Yeah, dude. Like, fucking.
This will be a fun one to watch.
Russell Wilson, then you have just a weird version of Russell Wilson,
like a wiener and faster version of Russell Wilson.
Yeah, who can throw the ball a fucking mile.
Yeah, I like this game a lot. You're on Arizona. I'm gonna be on Seattle.
Okay.
Up next, Steelers at the Chargers.
I'm giving it to the Chargers this late in the season.
Yeah, I got to roll. Yeah, this is where Pittsburgh really
damn it. I thought this was going to be my time to stand out. And then
No, this is where they really start to fall apart, I feel. They'll pick it back up maybe in time to make a playoff, but that's about it. New York Giants at Tampa Bay.
Oh, God, Danny Dimes. Every day, all day. No, I'm Tom Brady. I couldn't even keep it straight. Oh,
actually, though.
Do you want to do it? If you want to do it, I'll do it with you. Let's do it.
Daniel Jones cements himself as the next fucking Eli Manning by crushing Tom Brady's dreams in Tampa Bay.
He takes a snap at the 1 yard line and goes 98 yards untouched and eats shit at the opposing one.
I'm going Giants.
I'm going Giants too, and I'm going to do my best Daniel Jones face impression when he realized he couldn't make it.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things ever.
I'm going to duck in and plug in my laptop before this shit ends real quick.
Let's do it, because all we got now is the college football breakdown. Oh, boy, this is a long week 11. Can't wait to break it in. While we're waiting on Chase to plug in his laptop, just going to wax poetic and say, fuck OU, fuck you, Texas. We're just going to keep reiterating that throughout the show. Wish you guys it's just sad, and I hate it as a college football fan, as a football fan. I want it so bad.
There
you are.
I did not plug in fast enough.
Did not get it fast enough. It's all good. You're back, and we've got college football to go through. Are you ready, my friend?
Let's do it.
Let's fucking go. Starting up, Akron at Western Michigan, and you know our rule here.
Directional Mich School.
Directional Mich School. Easy win there. Buffalo at Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
I'm also on Miami of Ohio. I think I'm a little softer on Buffalo than most people seem to be. Regular Ohio at Eastern Michigan.
Directional Mich School. I'm back up. I'm about to switch.
Yeah, so now I would say regular. Before Frank Solich got retired. We forgot to mention that, by the way. Frank Solich retired. That's a damn shame for Ohio.
Yeah.
I would have maybe gone Ohio here, but I think his retirement is the one thing that allows Eastern Michigan to get the upset here.
That and that they're a directional Mich school.
That definitely helps. Definitely 100% helps. Ball State at NIU.
I've been on the fighting David Letterman's all year. Let's go fighting David Letterman's.
I forget which one that.
Are they the Huskies? Ball State. They're the fighting David Letterman's.
Okay.
Most famous alum.
There you go. I'm on Ball State 100%. I think NIU is just not going to be very good this year. Kent State, the Golden Flash, is one of the most fun teams to watch in the country, in my opinion, at Central Michigan.
Smack dab in the middle of directional Mich school.
Smack dab in an L as well. Central Michigan is getting this win.
Yeah, man. You might even argue that Central Michigan is the heart of directional Mich schools because it's right in the middle.
It's to me the top directional Mich school is a tie between Central and Western. They're both very close.
Yeah, it's fair. Well, I was making just like a heart location joke.
It wasn't
funny. Yeah. Let's move on.
Fucking let's go. Toledo at Bowling Green.
Toledo.
Yeah, Bowling Green's real bad. They might be the worst team in the country. North Carolina at Pitt.
That's gonna be a tough one. You're high on Pitt.
I'm very high on Pitt, and similarly to like Minnesota, I don't know why I'm high on Pitt when this offense never gives me any like hope.
I'm gonna stick with North Carolina. I've been high on North Carolina. I can't just like I don't know. I feel like a pushover when you just like influence me like that.
I do. UNC's good. Like they're what everyone thinks is going to be like the second best team in the conference.
Yeah. You worry about them traveling up to Pitt this time of year. Like that's a trip. That's a different atmosphere. But I think they can do it as long as they got a decent quarterback.
I think so too. They could. I'm gonna obviously still stick with Pitt. Maybe I'll throw some money on Pitt to win the fucking ACC and just burn some money. Cincinnati at University of South Florida.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati all day. Wyoming at Boise State.
Wyoming at Boise State.
This is a good one.
I'm going to go Wyoming.
Damn it. I thought I'd be unique. I'm also on Wyoming here. Cowboys. Bucknell at Army.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Next. We know.
Yeah, the Nellies aren't winning that one.
Nope.
Western Kentucky at Rice.
Give me a victory for them big red amorphous blobs.
Hell yeah. Western Kentucky getting the dub. South Alabama at Appalachian State.
Appalachian State, they're going to be going crazy in Boone, North Carolina.
Yeah, they are. I'd love to make it down for Boone for a game. I think that'd be fun.
I think we should go and just do tree stand it, like not go into the stadium.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
UAB at Marshall.
I'm going to go with the Blazers.
Yep, same here. UAB's getting that dub. Southern Miss at UTSA.
Shit.
Roadrunners, baby. UTSA.
Yeah, I got to. That Southern Miss athletic department has been in shambles for like 15 years. I think
Southern Miss will, like next year, they could be a pretty decent team.
At this point, Southern Miss has been wrapped up in a ransomware thing, and like they can't even afford so they had to hitchhike to UTSA.
Yep. If they can afford a coach for a whole year, then we'll see. FAU at ODU.
ODU.
Ooh, I like it. I'm taking the Hootie Hoos. Give me FAU there.
Yep.
I understand fading Willie Taggart, though. FIU at Middle Tennessee.
Fucking Middle Tennessee State, man. My dark horse to win the Sun Belt.
I like that. I like it because it's wild and it's crazy. Charlotte at La Tech.
I would go La Tech out of reflex, but I actually like Charlotte here.
I like La Tech.
I'm going to go Charlotte down in Ruston.
There we go. Up next, Utep at North Texas. I don't like Utep.
Take the over, and North Texas is going to score all of the points. Yeah, fucking North Texas, man.
Yeah. New Mexico at Fresno State.
Fresno State all the way to the Las Vegas Bowl.
100% Fresno State going to win that one. Air Force at Colorado State.
This seems like it would be like a pretty good like little rivalry game, right? Because like Colorado Springs is not that far from where are they? Where's Colorado State? Are they also in Colorado Springs?
Colorado State. Where the hell are you at? Fort Collins.
Fort Collins. That's not that far apart. Like I'm sure they probably drink at the same watering holes. They get into fights. I'm gonna go Colorado State.
I'm gonna go.
You love Air Force. I know it.
I'm going Air Force. I think Air Force. Yeah.
They're gonna win the Commander-in-Chief Bowl. I know it. Yep. You told me.
Yep, that's what I keep saying. Nevada at San Diego State University.
Aztecs. The fighting Marshall Fox.
Ooh. Give me Nevada. Give me the Wolf Pack. I like it now that we're disagreeing here in these Mountain West games. Utah State at San Jose State. I know who you're on this one already.
Yeah, Jim. Question for you.
Ask away.
Does a Nicholas Starkel play at San Jose State?
He does. I do not know if he's won the starting position yet.
Okay, I will be taking Utah State.
I will be taking San Jose State in this one. Tulsa at Tulane.
Banger of a game. I'm taking Tulsa. I love Tulane in the Dome, but I'm taking Tulsa.
I love it. I'm on Tulane here. Tulsa's one of my favorite teams. Man, go Tulsa, but I'm on Tulane here. I think Tulane at home is a little too much for him. Maryland at Michigan State.
You know what? You don't have a direction on your Michigan school. Pow! Maryland!
Yep.
Let's do it. I like turtles. Let's go, Terps.
I like fucking Michigan schools that have a direction in the name. That's what I like.
Get a cardinal direction, then fucking talk to me, Michigan
State. If you are like Central Michigan State or like Western Michigan State, would fucking be about it.
Or even like a Northwestern. It doesn't have to be cardinal.
Northwestern Michigan State would be awesome.
God.
In WMS. Make it happen.
I hope you're listening, Lansing. Bunch of bitches.
Fucking just write it down. Listener merch idea in WMS, Northwest Michigan State. Right here. We'll make it.
Yep. Based in southeastern Michigan.
Yep. Northwestern at Wisconsin.
I mean, Northwestern is as directional school as it gets, right? They literally are just a direction.
But they are directional Illinois.
In Illinois, yeah, I know. I just got really hyped up on directions there. I'm going to go Wisconsin.
I'm also on Wisconsin here. Purdue at Ohio State. That's ugly.
At this point, Purdue is... this guy's probably lost his job at this point. Ohio State. Actually...
He lost his job or he's going to be on the extreme hot seat next year.
Actually, no. No, Jim. I've changed my mind. It's happened before. It could happen again. They don't lose this game. They take down Brutus Buckeye.
And he saves his job. Jeff Brom saves his job by winning at Ohio State.
Fun fact, he will be the only coach to ever be carried out on shoulders at Purdue.
Rutgers at Indiana. I have Ohio State, by the way.
Oh, of course. Because my pick is fucking idiotic. Indiana's going to speed back some folks this year, and they're going to do it to Rutgers, too.
Yeah, I think Rutgers might catch some teams. Like, I think Rutgers could catch like a Michigan State or something like that. Indiana, I think, is going to be pretty good. Give me the Hoosiers there.
Let's go.
Iowa State at Texas Tech.
Oh, do you feel a rotation in the atmosphere? Ooh. Look at that. Oh. Cyclones. Big 12 champions. National champions?
I might have a ticket. I may or may not have a ticket for it, so I'd love to see it. This is a weird fucking game that Iowa State would lose, but I don't think they will. So give me the Cyclones here.
Yep.
Kansas at Texas, and you know fucking what?
Kansas
is gonna fucking do it. I want to will this into existence.
Yep, Kansas.
Kansas.
If I have to go and train people myself, Kansas is going to win this.
Speaking of which, Oklahoma at Baylor. You know what? Fuck you out of principle. Baylor's winning this one.
Sick 'em.
I fucking hate rooting for Baylor. You see what you made me do, Oklahoma? I'm fucking rooting for Baylor.
We just chose Sexual Assault Bible University because you fucking suck, Oklahoma.
And Sexual Assault Regular University at Kansas.
Yeah, dude. Look, you're turning us into fucking sex pest monsters.
God, I hate you, Texas and OU. TCU at Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, you're the good one.
Yeah, now I'm a fucking Mike Gundy guy now.
Me too.
West Virginia at Kansas State.
West Virginia.
Ooh, give me Kansas State on the dub there. I think the home team. I would go with the home team in that game either way. East Carolina at Memphis. ECU and the Pirates, baby.
Mm-hmm.
This is the year Memphis starts to fall down. Houston at Temple.
Oh, man, I'm big on the Big Earn McCrackens and Dana Kilgore. Give me Houston.
I'm also on Houston in this one. I think it'll be a close one, though. UCF at SMU. I think this is the type. So, like, SMU.
You know what? Because they're a Texas school and they're not actually Texas. SMU.
I like it. I'm going to go UCF. I think they're very similar. They're both similar style teams, and I think UCF is a little bit more refined. NC State at Wake Forest.
I'm going to go Wake Forest.
Same here. Arkansas State at University of Louisiana Monroe.
These are two wolves. They hunt in the pack for the Arkansas State.
Arkansas State all day, baby. Georgia Southern at Texas State.
Because Georgia Southern is not located in Texas, we're going to go Georgia Southern. And I think they might be a triple option team.
They are the triple option team.
I'm gonna write that down at some point. I might have to memento tattoo that on myself. I'm gonna have to memento tattoo that on myself so I remember it.
Georgia State at Coastal Carolina.
Chanticleers,
baby. Louisiana at Troy.
This is about as banging as it gets for a fucking Sun Belt football game. This is going to be a 3 chin strap war won by the Fighting Men of Troy.
Ooh, I like it. Give me the Cajuns, though. I think Louisiana takes this one. Arizona State at Washington.
Yeah, the dub. The dub there.
Yep, Washington. The dub gets the dub.
Yep.
Colorado at UCLA.
I know you're high on UCLA. I can't get over just fuck Chip Kelly, so I'm gonna go Ralphie.
That's fair. Fuck Chip Kelly.
Ralphie and the Buffs. Yeah,
that's fair. But UCLA is getting this win. Stanford at Oregon State.
Beavs.
Give me the Bees. I love a good Beaver. USC at Cal.
USC.
Give me Berkeley. Give me Cal to do it.
I don't get it, but okay, let's do it.
Give it. Cal's defense, they're just drag you down in the mud. I just need a decent offense. Cal is going to win the North. God damn it. Utah at Arizona.
The two Utes.
Arizona's going to be dog shit. Washington State at Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, give me the Ducks there. Hawaii at UNLV.
Running Rebels.
Ooh, give me the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii. Syracuse at Louisville.
I really felt like Louisville was putting something together last year. I'm going to go Louisville.
I think Dino Babers may be coaching for his job at this point, and I think that lights a fire under his ass. And I forget the name of the coach for Louisville, but he's kind of like had some issues with the boosters now recently. His culture's not meshing the way he wants it to. Maybe he has a rough year, and I think Syracuse catches him. Give me Syracuse.
Did he, like another former Louisville coach, get a reach-around hand job on a motorcycle and have a wreck?
Don't think he was quite that bad. Also, he wasn't Louisville coach at the time.
Yeah, still, though. They took him back after that.
Yeah, they did.
Louisville will always take Bobby Petrino back, you miserable fucks.
Oh, if he wants to go back again, I bet they're ready for round 3.
Yeah.
Miami, Florida at Florida State.
Oh, this is... I have friends that went to Florida State. They're going to fucking hate me for this, but I'm all about the U this year.
U wants to just destroy them, too. Like, no matter how bad, like if FSU is decent and Miami's good, Miami is going to like fucking try and just dick stomp them. Minnesota. Oh, let's do it.
I'm getting ready for this next pick. Go ahead, read it out.
Minnesota at Iowa.
You know what I'm doing, Jim?
It looks like you're rowing a boat.
Rowing that goddamn boat. Let's go, Minnesota.
Yep, Minnesota's getting this one. Maine at UMass.
I don't have any clever pantomimes for this. I'm going to go with the Bears. Maine.
Oh, shit. Very well. I love it. I'm going UMass. I think this is one of like maybe 2 games UMass can win. I still have the under. I think their over-under win total for the year is 2.5. So
yeah. Okay.
Boston College at Georgia Tech.
Leo, I hope you're fucking watching. Boston College.
Same here. Boston College for the win here. Texas A&M at Ole Miss.
Texas A&M still in Texas. I don't care if they're the good one. Ole Miss.
They're the good out of like. Would you rather like pick up a handful of human shit or dog shit? That's Texas and Texas A&M.
Yeah, right. I'm going Ole Miss. By the way, the look on Jimbo Fisher's face at SEC Media Days as he could see like his career prospects crumbling at not being the only Texas school in the SEC anymore. Priceless.
There was some like sprinkles here, but I'm also on Ole Miss. South Carolina at Missouri.
God, I hate Missouri, South Carolina.
Ooh, I like it. I think Missouri's gonna get this win though.
They probably will, but I'm taking just like the vendetta route this week.
You're spiteful, and I respect that in you. Yeah. Mississippi State at Auburn.
There's no team I hate more than Auburn. Maybe. No, Auburn. Fuck Auburn. Mississippi State.
I feel like Auburn's like tied for some of yours.
Yeah.
Mississippi State is getting this dub. Kentucky at Vanderbilt.
I hope Beho is on Vanderbilt. Suck it. Beho got into a fight with a jockey today on Twitter, and it was fucking amazing, by the way.
Amazing.
Like, he picked a fight on Twitter. Like, he chirped him out on Twitter, and suddenly this Tyler Gaffleone had his phone number and called him. It was fucking next level. Like,
that's fucking sick.
Listen, as someone who's been chirped at by Beho, like, when Beho starts chirping at you, you've been chirped at. Like, he does not know, like, he has no surrender. So, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how this ends other than them having a fist fight.
That's awesome. I'm going on Kentucky here. I think Vanderbilt's bad.
Gonna be, yeah.
Georgia at Tennessee. I'm sorry, Tennessee. And I don't say that very often.
Yeah, it's too bad that you have to play this game. Georgia
all day. Arkansas at LSU.
Give me that goddamn golden boot. Give me that golden boot. Arkansas.
Now, LSU, this is an interesting year for them. Orgeron, we don't know how he's going to be, but we'll know by this point in the season. And it doesn't fucking matter because Arkansas is going to win. It doesn't fucking matter. Arkansas is getting this dub.
That's right. I was going to say it's always the people so close to you that hurt you the most. But you changed it up, and I like it.
Dude, fucking Woo Pig Suey all day on this game.
Woo Pig Suey. Like, we got to get it in before we just get ass fucked by Texas and Oklahoma being in the SEC. Fuck them, by the way.
UConn at Clemson. What the fuck is Clemson doing scheduling this goddamn game?
I have a feeling that the quarterback from UConn is going to get hit so hard that one of Dan Orlovsky's kids is going to fucking die. Clemson.
Jesus Christ. Samford at Florida. Like from Sanford and Son. So they're playing a sitcom from the 80s. Give me Florida.
Yeah, they're playing just two elderly junk men. Yeah, Florida.
You know, if Sanford was like a Power 5 school, I would probably just do that theme every time we talked about them. Notre Dame at Virginia.
The Dome. Going with the Domers.
Yeah, give me Notre Dame there. New Mexico State at Alabama. Clemson and Alabama just don't give a shit about Week 11.
No, they just have to be healthy to play each other at the end of the year. I mean, think they play each other until the fucking Cyclones win the national championship. I burped. That was
they'll play each other in the fucking the semifinals because they're both going to be ranked 2 and 3 because Cyclones are going to be ranked number 1 in the country, baby.
That's how we rotate. It's an F5. It's an F5 twister.
It's a fucking big one.
I just hurt my back so bad doing that. I'm not supposed to hinge at that point. Let's go Alabama in that one.
Duke at Virginia Tech.
They're gonna play Enter Sandman. I got a soft spot for Vatek. I think like ever since Vatek had Michael Vick, I've literally had a soft spot for Vatek. And
Also,
like silly putty neck and
yeah. Also Justin Fuente, possibly coaching for his job this year.
Dude, they don't put up with fucking losing in Blacksburg. Like they've become accustomed to a certain standard of living.
I have, and so we'll see like a full year without Bud Foster or Frank Beamer's like completely away from the program at this point. This is on you, Fuente.
I don't know why they ever hired someone other than Bud Foster unless Bud Foster just did not want the job.
He might be one of those people that just wanted to be a coordinator his whole life.
That's like a Brett Venables at Clemson.
Yeah.
Like he strikes me as just I want to coach defense. So I get it if that was his decision. If it wasn't his decision, it was the worst decision in Virginia Tech history.
We're both on Virginia Tech here. Michigan at Penn State.
Oh, Penn State. I'm all over Penn State. I think I've said it. I'm going to keep saying it. I think Michigan's going to be bad. And I think that James Franklin, they're going to, I don't know. I don't know if they get Ohio State at home, but they might white it out for this one.
Coaching for his job, Jim Harbaugh does not get it done this week. Penn State gets the win. If this was in Michigan, maybe. But I think they don't get this one.
Might crap his khakis.
Yeah. You're going to go home with a loser steak, not a victory steak this week.
That's right.
That'll do it for the college football and NFL Week 11 breakdown, picks, whatever you want to call it. God, that's always a fun time. Moving on, what's going on in the garage this week? I've been shipping around some merch ideas. I'm going to be messaging you later, Chase.
I'm excited. I think we tossed a couple
we've
around.
We've got a couple, and I think I've actually been able to literally just today for like 10 minutes in this here book. I'm not an artist. I'm not a drawer, but I have scribbled some like one potential idea. If you guys don't know me, I'm known for like a catchphrase on Twitter a little bit. It's called #GarageCertified. I have some ideas right there. Yeah, man. That's all I'm going to give you right now. But we have ideas and we want to have stuff coming out.
I feel like we need to start writing shit down like on the regular because I feel like we've come up with at least 50 to 60 just earth rattling ideas. And I feel like I've forgotten at least a lot of them. Yeah, I'm going to start doing
some of them in here, and I have some on a sticky note somewhere. But
I'm going to be that asshole who takes like voice dictation.
There you go. You're gonna be like an old timey doctor.
Note to self. Fart cloud shirt.
There you go. And in my other update is in my mid-year update, my half-year updates. It's past the half of the year, but this video is taking longer than I wanted to come out. I do go through a light Gymiverse, the expanded Gymiverse explanation. I explain the Rampage tour. I know it's been a long time coming for people, but you will get it. I'm going to post just the Gymiverse explanation. I might just make another little thing and just put that on Twitter for everybody, just so you understand what I'm talking about when we mention it. There's a lot going on there. It's my head is exploding whenever I have to fucking think about it.
When I stepped into the Gymiverse, like I feel like I probably should have like been prepared for this to happen, but I was not prepared to just suddenly be in like super tight spandex.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. My last little bit of update is the recovery is coming well. For those people watching the stream and watching the video later, I will show you right now.
Oh my god, this is brutal, dude. Oh my god.
It's actually, I just took a shower, and anytime I shower, like I haven't gotten in the hot tub since, but anytime I shower, it's the scab or whatever, like whatever, like falls off. And right now it's leaking Healy juices.
I literally, dude, when I saw that happen, like for one, I was amazed how fast you popped up. Like I was like, I probably would have just laid there and been like, I don't know, like, dude, that looks like, it doesn't look like you are into motorcycles. It looks like you were into motorcycles for a week and then you fell down. And then you don't want to play motorcycles no more.
It only hurts when I stand now. Like when I walk, it's fine. If I stand still, I get like a throbbing pain from where the skin stretching.
And then the blisters on the bottom of the feet.
Those are actually fine now. Those are basically all good.
That's I think those are actually like just burn blisters from you running on a hot ass track.
I think they were because I was a fucking idiot and just running on a track barefoot.
Yeah, well, we got the shot.
Fuck yeah, we did. That'll do it for the garage. I have a bunch of other videos, kind of like ideas that I'm trying to ship around in my head. I should probably, like you were saying earlier, along with the merch ideas, I should be writing those down too, so I don't fucking forget them.
Notebooks. That's a merch idea.
There we go. XFL Gym, garage, notebooks. Now we come into what is my second favorite part, or it's tied with my favorite part. We'll do a quick little live betting for you guys.
Ooh, let me pull up a old
sports
book here.
Pull them up.
Pull them on up here.
I'm actually just going to stick with the Olympics for these. For all 5 of these picks, I'm sticking with the Olympics.
Okay.
And let me see. We got a couple here. Here's a solid one. The men's 400-meter run. You know what? Long shot right here. What fucking country is that? BAR. What country is BAR? Because this man has a very nice name. He's juicing with a name like this. Give me Jonathan Jones. John Jones to win the men's 400-meter race.
Barbados. It's Barbados.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm a fan of fast people from the islands.
He is like pretty sure he's 150 to 1 odds. So
give it
to me. Give it to me. He's my long shot.
Olympic Games. What can I come up with right now?
There's so many.
All right, here's one. Okay, before I find my Olympics, I'm just gonna say, because you all should feel my pain with me. The next time the Texas Rangers play, let's just bet the Texas Rangers on the fucking money line. They got to win eventually.
They have to.
They have to.
I will join you in that.
Thank you.
Ooh, the men's hammer throw.
That's nice. That's nice.
Give me Wojciech Nowicki. Nowicki. He's Polish at plus 600.
Oh, they faked me out. It said equestrian, and then there was no equestrian. Okay, let's go. Let's look at boxing. Let's go all men's boxing.
Oh, I'll jump in on that.
All right. The winner of the men's welterweight. Dude, I don't know if you know this, but fucking Kazakhstanis can box. And when I see a Kazakhstani at plus 1,000 for the men's welterweight to win it outright, I got to say, go Ablakan Zapov.
I'm going to actually take that logic for the heavyweight boxing and go with Vasily Levitt.
Boom. That's just smart. Like, I feel like we just taught the people something with that one. It's smart. All right.
What's the difference between heavyweight and super heavyweight?
A few pounds.
That's it?
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, table tennis. What do we got? Men's table tennis. All right. This is who's left. China, Japan, South Korea, Chinese Taipei. I'm not trying to be racist, but I gotta pick Germany. Like, that's the only like team that's like European. Like, everyone else is like it's Asians who are really good at ping pong. So I feel like Germany is like the real dark horse here. At
Germany is good. I would probably say China should be the favorite, but is China the favorite?
China is the favorite. Actually, you know what would be real hot is if Chinese Taipei won. No, I'm going Germany. I'm going to say
I think Germany is a nice like long shot or bet.
Yeah, at plus 1,800. That's got to happen.
I am also. You know what? I'm going to fucking put Rocky's money line tomorrow. Give it to me.
Okay. All right, hold on. I saw shooting. I got excited. Hold on. There's a girl from Arkansas that's shooting skeet in the.
Oh, really?
Skeet. Yes. Women's trap. Where is she? USA. I think it's Madeline Burnow. I'll have to look it up. I'm going to confirm because I don't want to put my money on a non-Arkansan shooting a shotgun sport.
That's fair. My last pick is going to be the USA women's national basketball team minus 30 versus Nigeria.
Okay. I like Nigeria in that one.
Ooh, okay.
I'm kidding. I don't.
Ooh.
Team USA. I think this is her. She's She's from Racine, Wisconsin, but we're running out of time, so this is just gonna have to count.
Wisconsin's a shooting state too. They
Yeah,
got
it
guns
is.
up there.
Oh, wait. I think I found Kaylee Browning, which is the name of a shotgun brand. So shooting. Women's trap. Hometown.
Oh, is he gonna get it?
Worcester, Arkansas. Here we go.
There you go, Worcester.
Let's go. Kaylee Browning plus 2,500 to win the women's trap in Tokyo, the 2021 games. Listen, man, you give a fucking Arkansan, be he a man or a lady, a fucking 12 gauge shotgun, some number 9 shot, and some orange domes, and we will blow shit out of the sky.
God, there's so much to bet on for the Olympics.
I don't even think I need to make another pick. I think I just won the Olympics with that one.
I think you did. Also, just parlay all my picks and
the most awkward fucking parlay ever. So
it's plus 318-7635. So
that's Sex Island money. That's what that will pay.
Yeah, just bet $1 and you get 31 grand. It's your lottery ticket. I'll throw a $5 on there.
Yeah, X really gonna give it to you with that one.
If these all hit, X gonna fucking give it to you.
X gonna give you a fucking really nice used Nissan.
For $1, why the fuck not? That'll do it for this episode of the Gymnasium for our picks. Love you guys. Where can the people find you, my friend?
You can find me being abrasive on Twitter @OfOaklawn. I also do a few strings with my boys on the wrong lead. You can also find them on Twitter. Fridays, I am on Always Be Racing with our boy Blackjack Fletcher, who's coming up next with Kyle Purvance on the backdoor cover. And just starting this week, you can find me at Horse Racing Nation selling my Wolf of Saratoga tip sheets, $9.99, available every day of the Saratoga meet.
Hell fucking yes. You can find me everywhere. Twitter @XFLGym. Trying to get more into my Instagram pics. It's fucking hard. I have so much going on behind the scenes that I don't want to show, but maybe I'll start sprinkling a little that good stuff for you over on Instagram. TikTok, I'm getting back in the hot tub now to give you some life advice. And as always, check out the YouTube, XFL Gym on YouTube. The mid-year update is coming out this Tuesday. Literally this week, and there's going to be a nice little drop in there for you people. So go check it out. Go subscribe. Go check me out on YouTube. Love you guys. That'll do it for this episode of the Gymnasium. We love you. Stay #Garage certified, folks. And